So, what makes a floor plan suddenly become an electrical power plan? Just because we name the view and set the discipline and subdiscipline, that doesn't specifically mean that the view is going to show what we want. Now that you are in Revit, you can forget about the 2D CAD layering system. This is because there is no such thing as layers in Revit. If we simply don't want to see lighting fixtures in a floor plan, wouldn't it be great to just uncheck electrical fixtures in a list somewhere and have them simply go away, as opposed to some convoluted layering system? Now, let's take a look at how to control the visibility graphics of a view. The first thing I'd like to do is pick on ceiling plans. So let's go to Electrical, Lighting, Ceiling Plans. Let's go down to Level 1. If you zoom in on an area, notice that you can see the reflected ceiling plan. This isn't really visibility graphics. This is because we told Revit to set it up as a view as a ceiling plan. What we want to do, however, is control the visibility state, meaning we don't want to see any power, we don't want to see any ductwork, we don't want to see any cable tray or pipes. So to do this, we want to control the visibility graphics of the view. Type in VG. Now, under model categories, let's make sure our filter list, we click the drop down, let's make sure mechanical, electrical, and piping are all selected. Now, let's just start unchecking items we do not want to see. Don't want to see air terminals, cable tray fittings. We'll keep communication devices. We'll get rid of conduits. We'll keep data devices. Get rid of anything that pertains to ducts. We'll keep electrical equipment in case we want to show a panel or something like that. We'll uncheck electrical fixtures. We'll uncheck fire alarm devices, flex ducts and pipes. We're going to definitely keep lighting devices and fixtures. We'll keep mechanical equipment in case we need to supply power to it. Uncheck pipe accessories, fittings, installations, and placeholders, and of course pipes themselves. We could do without plumbing fixtures. We'll keep security devices, and we'll uncheck sprinklers. Of course we want to keep wires. Click Apply, and then click OK. Now that those items are turned off, let's take a look and see how they're going to plot. If you go to the Manage tab, click on the Object Styles button. As I mentioned earlier in this video, there's no such thing as layers in Revit. So how do we control the line weights? Well, it's really simple. Air terminals, when viewed in plan or elevation, meaning projection, will have a line weight of 4. If we cut a section, it's not applicable. If we scroll down through here, you'll see that we have all of our line weights set based on how we want them to look. Either they're going to be very bold or they're going to be very light. But what does 5, 4, 1, what do these numbers actually mean? Hit OK here. While still in the Manage tab, go to Additional Settings. Let's go down to Line Weights. Revit will allocate in inches a line weight for each level going down. We have 1 through 16. We can make more, but to me, 16 is more than enough. Revit's even smart enough that as the view scale reduces, so does the line weight. You get so much more control than you used to with the AutoCAD layering system. But the best part is, it really takes no effort to control the line weight whatsoever. Click OK. The last thing I want to show you is what's called detail level. Notice that the walls are very thin. If we click our detail level and set it to fine, you'll see that now the walls show up as walls. And any other object that we'd want to view as fine is going to show up in the view. So, a life without layers. I have found this workflow to be a tremendous advantage to the old way of doing business. By creating views that only show what we want is going to come in handy down the road.